Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the CCFS Counsel and Encouragement Expedition podcast series. It's day 28, and I'm Edward Ruiz, your host here in the month of May, where every day in May, I'm doing a daily 2 to 3 minute word of counsel and encouragement for your edification and building up of the faith. And as we continue our series on suffering, today's thought on suffering is this: suffering makes us cry for justice. Suffering makes us cry for justice, and I want to point us to one proverb real quickly that I hope provides somewhat of a foundation for us as I build on this idea and referencing some things that I'm sure many of you may be aware of happening in our community and our society today. So the proverb, though, is this. It's found in 18 verse 5. It says this: "It is not good to be partial to the wicked and so deprive the innocent of justice." And so there we see just very immediately a contrast between the innocent and the depraved, and a value judgment based on how the administration of justice ought to work. And so in the case where one has been partial or where justice is denied, the value judgment is this: it is not good. And when we think about that, we need to have a sober mind about that it is not good. Yet, here's where it applies in our culture and our society today. What we recently saw in our community on the news, which many of you know, a man was unjustly, seemingly murdered right before our very eyes. And I want to use that as a one microcosm, though, up to even greater injustices that are going on in our world and our society today. And I can't think of a greater injustice that is occurring literally every single day in the form of the abortion movement and the abortion world, where every day hundreds and hundreds of babies are being killed. Black babies, white babies, brown babies, babies of all kinds, of all genders, are being murdered every single day. And so just like seeing the suffering that we saw on display where that man it looked like he was just killed right in front of us, you know who I'm referring to, George Floyd. Hundreds and thousands of babies every year are murdered right before our very eyes every day as well. In that kind of suffering, the suffering of the innocent, it makes us cry for justice. I pray that it makes you cry for justice. And I do believe that God, his heart breaks over all of the injustice that we see. George Floyd's injustice, the millions of babies that have been killed over the last many years. It's not good. It is not good. There's a little bit of a sober talk today, but I hope that it resonates, and I hope that as you witness the suffering, that it does make you cry out for justice. If you have any questions you want to reach out to me, please do not hesitate to reach out. I'll be happy to answer any questions as best as I can. Thank you so much, and I look forward to connecting with you. Until then, take care. Bye.
Hey, real quickly, thank you so much for visiting. If you want to learn more about CCFS, please visit my website at ccfamilyservices.com. There you'll learn about the mission and vision of CCFS, or you'll find out there's podcasts, articles, and blogs and content that I make available to you in case you're interested in that. If you want to learn more about counseling services, my contact information is there at the bottom of the webpage as well, or maybe you know somebody who may benefit from some counseling, please forward along. Thank you so much for visiting today, and I look forward to connecting with you. Until next time, take care.